Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. It's great to be here to celebrate another new hotel here in Niagara Falls. Before I get started, I want to make a few introductions. I want to start by acknowledging, first of all, that I happen to be standing next to somebody you might be familiar with, the amazing governor of the state of New York, Andrew Cuomo. I'd like to recognize New York State Senator Robert Ortt, New York State Assembly Member Angelo Morinello, Niagara County Minority Leader Dennis Virtuoso, did I mention Niagara Falls Mayor Paul Deister?
No.
All right, way to go. I want to give another shout out to my colleague, a gentleman who heads USA Niagara and ESD's regional office, Chris Shefflin. Where's Chris Shefflin? You know, hotels like this are always a partnership. This is a Marriott Courtyard, and they're partners with the Patel family, BF and Norell. The most important part of this partnership is the Patels, okay? Marriott gets paid the money. The Patels pay out the money. And they have invested in this project over $12 million to make this happen. Let's hear it for the Patels. When you invest $12 million here, that speaks loudly toward your confidence in the future and your confidence in the governor's Buffalo Billion transformation plan for Niagara Falls. They have confidence in the future here because they see the way the governor is reconnecting this city back to its waterfront. You can see, finally, the water right in the distance. You all know, if you're from Niagara Falls, the water used to be just in front of us. It was cut off by the Robert Moses. The governor's Niagara Scenic Parkway project, both south and north, is reclaiming hundreds of acres of green space and helping Niagara Falls, importantly, connect back to the waterfront and making it the waterfront city it is. There's been over 5 new hotel projects alone stimulated just by his transformation of the Robert Moses. Let's hear it for that. But it doesn't stop there. It's not just the transformation of the Robert Moses, it's the investment in the state park, over $70 million, restoring Niagara Gorge and Strawberry Island, investing in the Niagara Falls Aquarium, building a new Cave of the Winds facility, expanding outdoor recreational activities, and we will be acquiring underdeveloped prime properties that have sat too vacant for too long. Stay tuned. And one of the most important components of our plan was upgrading the hotel product in Niagara Falls so that we can expand the market and extend stays. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. I want to tell you a little bit about this project. It's an 82-room hotel with more than 4,700 square feet of retail space and a public outdoor lounge and dining area just behind me. The Patels gave me a fabulous tour, and I want you to know this was no small feat to do this project. You know, this was a historic building built in 1912 as the Niagara Chocolate Company, then acquired by Moore Business Forms. The Patels restored so much of the historic facade. and really captured the essence of the historic building on the interior. And there are also these very compelling murals inside that tell the history of Niagara Falls power and tourism and industry. They're wonderful murals that the Niagara Falls heritage people put together, and they're great, and they found a welcome place to put all these murals here in this hotel. When you take a building like this and start to restore it, believe me, there are a lot of surprises. This hits all of our buttons: tourism, business, extending stays, smart growth, adaptive reuse, historic preservation. You couldn't ask more from a family to align with the most important parts of our economic development plan that the Patels have done here. And with that, I want to thank the governor. He has given us the power and the ability. He has given us the opportunity to imagine our own future here. And he has given us the resources to do what was once thought unimaginable. So with that, and you see our steady progress and transformation here in Niagara Falls, you will keep seeing it time and time again. 5 hotels from this parkway transformation. This is number 8 that have either been recently completed or underway out of 10 that you will see in due time. The transformation would have never happened without the extraordinary support of the governor of this great state, and it's a pleasure to introduce Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Well done, well done. Thank you very much. Well, it's my pleasure to be back. I brought the weather, I brought the sun, that's all on me. Howard Zemsky did everything else. But let's give a round of applause to Howard Zemsky and his whole team at ESD for the great work they're doing. Mayor Paul Deister, who's doing a great job. It's a pleasure to be with him. He's a great partner to us. Let's give him a round of applause. Our colleagues from the state legislature, Howard speaks and I speak about the Buffalo Billion. One might think that we did it all ourselves. But as you know, the governor doesn't get anything done without the legislature passing legislation. Sometimes I wish it didn't have to be that way, but that's the way it is. Senator Ort and Assemblyman Morinello have been such champions. You know, when we say Buffalo Billion, you have to remember that's a lot of money, first of all, and a lot of other parts of the state say, that's a nice idea to give Buffalo a billion, but I represent Syracuse. I represent Long Island. So it is a fight to get this state support. And we need legislation passed, and I'm telling you, you have 2 great champions who work in a bipartisan way to help Western New York, and that's Senator Ort and Assemblyman Morinello. Let's give them a round of applause. And congratulations to the Patel family on this beautiful job, and it is a beautiful job. It's not just a hotel. It was very tastefully done. It was intelligently done. It was respectfully done. This architecturally appreciates the history, appreciates the heritage, and keeps it alive. You know, the government does not create an economy. What makes this state, what makes Western New York, or what makes this country move is a private sector economy. And either the private sector economy works or it doesn't. And for many years it didn't work here in Western New York. But what government can do is it can jumpstart a private sector economy. It can incentivize a private sector economy. It can remove the obstacles that are holding back a private sector economy. And that's what we did here. We talk about the Robert Moses Parkway. We say bad things about the Robert Moses Parkway all the time. I'm afraid Robert Moses is looking down and lightning is going to hit me sometimes. But Robert Moses himself, I'm sure, was a very nice man. The parkway was put in the wrong place and was actually an impediment to growth. The Niagara Falls area, which is one of the great tourism destinations on the planet, had not been preserved, had not been taken care of, had not been invested in. So the market potential of Niagara Falls was lost to the private sector. So we did the Niagara Falls State Park, and we redid it with a $70 million investment, investing in the gorge, investment in the islands and the rivers, building the Grand Island Welcome Center, all these pieces together, rehabbing the aquarium, so creating the environment where private sector companies then say, you know what, here's an opportunity. And they then step in. And when you hit that point of inflection, that's when you know you're on the other side. Because then there's an energy and there's a momentum that carries itself. 5 hotels. Why did they open the hotel? Well, because they're nice people and because they want to make Howard Zemsky happy. I'm sure they're nice people. I don't really think they care about making Howard Zemsky happy. They opened the hotel because they believe they're going to make money because of what we have done here in Niagara Falls to remove the obstacles and create the environment where there's a market opportunity. The Patel family, $12 million invested. This is their largest first upscale hotel. Why did they do it? Because they like Howard Zemsky. No, I don't even think they like Howard Zemsky, I'll tell you the truth. They took him on a tour, they said some things afterwards. I don't think they like him. $12 million because they believe in Niagara Falls and they believe in the investment and they believe they're going to make money on it. Goldman Sachs, first time ever, invested in Niagara Falls in a hotel. Goldman Sachs, first investment ever. Some of the shrewdest financial people on the globe. Why? Because they like Howard Zemsky? No. Because Goldman Sachs believes they're going to make money. That's the government-private sector partnership. Government removes the obstacles. Government creates a platform. Government incentivizes. But then the private sector says, here's an opportunity, we're moving in. And they are moving in. And that's the energy that you now feel. Is Niagara Falls coming back? Of course it is. Why? Because the Patels say it is, with $12 million. And Goldman Sachs says it is, with their investment. That's how you know Niagara Falls is coming back. Our job is to keep it going. Keep it going. Keep priming that pump and generate more and more private sector economic activity. And that is just what we're doing. I believe the only difference today from when we started, the force is with us now. When we started, the force was against us. There was a lot of despair, a lot of negativity for many, many years. A lot of people saying why it wouldn't work. Now we're on the other side. We have the energy, we have the momentum, we have the force. Seeing is believing. Congratulations to the Patels. Congratulations to Mayor Deister. I want to thank the Senator Ortt and Assemblyman Morinello for their support. And it's good to see a government program that is working. And this, my friends, is working. Thank you very much. Let's cut the ribbon. do this, but no quick cutting.
Very good.
This is how we do it. We strategically place the scissors. We do not cut until 3. On 3, we cut. Howard often jumps the cut. Are you? It's a problem. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. These are yours. Doctor, I don't know if you know this, but J. Patel was an early supporter of Marriott Hotel.